It is Monday, June the 10th, 2019. Bitcoin bulls have rejected our potential head and shoulders top formation. Let's jump in and see what our indicators are telling us on this episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin. I do recommend that you pause the video and read through the disclaimer. This isn't trading advice, just market observation. At the end of this video, I'll talk more about our training center over at our website, digitalcurrencytraders.com. If you haven't already, head over there and sign up for the free chapter so that you get announcements about our upcoming specials and training that is just around the corner. Let me jump into the charts now for Bitcoin. We're looking at the RSI and the 4-hour time frame. And what happened since our episode yesterday, we were looking at the RSI showing a bit of weakness as prices were coming down from here. It was looking pretty pessimistic overall, and there was bear signals everywhere. But right now we can see that the RSI did show a divergence as prices came back and touched these levels. As we go over to the 4-hour charts and we're looking at the on-balance volume, it's much the same thing where we do have a bottom here that matched up with support and resistance in the past. And the on-balance volume was showing a divergence with more and more positive buying coming in, especially just recently this morning over the last 8 hours or 4 hours here, where we've seen some of this initial buying coming back in and moving prices just up above the 8,000 level. So it's still not quite there yet. When we go to the next slide here, we're seeing the MACD indicator, and again we have another positive divergence in this short time frame here. We have the crossover of the green crossing the red, and then it was looking pretty pessimistic as the green was crossing negative to the red, but it has switched over again. It just needs to get us up above this 0 point here and break above the 8,000, then come back and retest the 8,000 level, and that'll give me a lot more confidence as to what's going on here. When we take a look at the Ichimoku Cloud on the same 4-hour time frame, make sure, yeah, okay, then we're seeing the blue crossing the red as the price is going into the red cloud, which is okay. That's good. It's not really bullish yet. The red cloud has got a twist to green first, maybe not first, but it's got a twist to green. And the blue has got to make a good substantial move above the red as it was here. And then the prices have got to be poking up above this cloud, which all, matches all of the support and resistance from the past. So the Ichimoku Cloud isn't a forward indicating tool, but it's a verification tool of other trade setup details. Now, on to the next slide is we're looking at Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Stellar versus US dollar, and all four of them are doing the same move at the same time. Litecoin is the most powerful. When we take a look at now Ethereum and Stellar versus the price of Bitcoin, you can see that Litecoin has moved up versus Bitcoin, but Stellar and Ethereum are only just holding their place versus Bitcoin. So Ethereum and Stellar are both going up, the same as Bitcoin, and that means that their price versus Bitcoin is staying the same. But in the longer term, in the next few weeks, I think that Ethereum and Stellar are going to outpace Bitcoin. And of course, I could be wrong. And the way I'm going to be determining if I'm right or wrong is by watching the Bitcoin dominance. And we can see here we're at this important point we've been watching now for all 6 weeks as prices came above this and now have retested these levels. This consolidation, if Bitcoin dominance continues to soar higher as it's done off of some of these bottoms, then the alts are definitely going to be suffering. They'll be going back. Even if they're going up in US dollar value, they're going to be going back in Bitcoin value. And so that makes sense that it would be worth holding Bitcoin rather than the altcoins if that's the case. This is the altcoin market cap versus dominance chart. And April 1st to May 13th, we had all the altcoins went down. They capitulation low, bounced up, and then they're consolidating. But if this slides down here, then all of the altcoins are losing value against Bitcoin, even if they are going up in US dollar value. So don't be hypnotized by your account value going up in US dollar, but sliding against Bitcoin. The better idea in that case is to hold Bitcoin. As painful as it is to sell the altcoins where they are, later it'll be worth it should this play out. Now, we're going to watch to see if this plays out in the altcoins. Over on the other channel where we have more details, we dig right into all of these cryptocurrencies and we grade them against a basic trend change pattern to see where they are, bullish or bearish. And this gives us an overall chart, a nice objective way to measure the bull market in the altcoins as it comes forward. And let me share more about this study. You can see here the color coding of all of these markets as we go along. They're red, orange, but they're moving more to gray, which is really the next step in moving up. So as we're going from grays to yellows and greens, that means we're getting more buy signals coming in. But this is still pretty vague, and it's just a basic instructional video series on YouTube. If you're interested in more details and you want to get specific analysis that identifies the trade setups with precision, then you'll want to head over to digitalcurrencytraders.com and click on the alerts package and learn more about this. Here's some of the details where I'll sign you into the inside where you can see the training that we have that goes on to teach you risk control rules. You get the entire trading book so that you have everything that I've written for my trading plan as a book and as a course that's included as part of the alerts program. You get market back testing back to 2017 through 3 different bull markets so that you can really see how this plan works with the safety mechanism. And then we go through training on how to take profits, things to avoid so that you don't lose all of your alts. If you're trading incorrectly, you can lose all of your money in 10 trades. It's easy. And then we have the performance reports where we can go back and look at the performance of this alerts package that made 1,200% gains from December, January, and February, all broken down into details. You can see we made 32 trades in February, 25% profit per trade on average, for an 825% gain in February, 240% gain in January. And then our system kicked us out of all of the trades in the first 2 weeks of April, and we were full Bitcoin for the last while, and only now setting up into new trades that you can see here, some of our top trades in HC and Seller, Atom, KMD. And if you're interested in more of this kind of detail, then you would be getting access to the entire spreadsheet of everything that we're looking at right now. We have 64 different potential setups in Binance right now. So you can see that we have the exact opening exit prices, the spreadsheets, and the screenshots for all of these. Fantastic information that is a little bit different than what we're doing here on the live stream for just talking about the price of Bitcoin each day. So if that kind of thing is interesting to you, click on the link in the description below. And we'll sign off by zooming in on the price of Bitcoin, and this will be a great entertainment to watch this go for the entire day. Now I'm going to get prepared for the cryptocurrency live stream so that we can see what is happening with all the cryptos right now as Bitcoin is doing this. Important time to be doing these analysis. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate having you here. Good luck in all of your Bitcoin trading, and we'll see you in the next episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin.